97.9 The Box, it's Young Jazz here with a very special guest today, Rapsody. International Women's Month. We're in it right now. Yesterday was International Women's Day. So I'm just really excited about you coming here too. I know you've been in Houston a whole bunch of times, but...
No, I haven't.
No, you haven't?
No, I've been in Houston maybe twice, but the last show that I did was 2013.
Really?
Yeah, so when I announce tours, Houston is always on my head. They like, you better come this year. So
was your
I'm
first
just happy.
time in Houston like 2011?
Something with Phonte. It was me, Phonte, and Knife Wonder. That was my first time.
That was the first one?
I think so.
And then was the tour with Mike Miller the second?
Did I come to Texas with that? I did.
Yeah,
I don't remember the cities. That was so long ago.
That's probably
that might have been the first time. And if I was on the Mac Miller leg, I thought I was only on the East Coast, but I can't remember. But I know I came here with Phonte and Knife Wonder, and then I did one by myself, but it was super small. Like, yeah. So I've been like 2, maybe 3 times if I came with Mac.
Yeah. Well, you're back, and I'm excited that you are back. And so I saw online. Did it say like when you first started rapping? Or when you first got in the group, you had never rapped before?
Kooley High? Yeah. Right. No, I had never rapped. I started out writing poetry. And then we got in a group, and I used to just host the events. I would write in secret, but I never like got on a mic and recorded anything. Really? It was just like I got these poems and I got these verses that I'm practicing. So yeah, like when we started the H2O hip hop organization at NC State, it was the summer of 2005. First time I wrote and recorded songs. Yeah.
So what made you decide to not keep them in secret anymore?
Best friends. You gotta love your real friends. Like, I had a homie, Charlie Smarts, who's still one of my best friends today. We just had like a mutual love for hip hop, and we used to talk about it. And then I got comfortable. I was like, yo, secretly, because he rapped, I was like, yo, I want to be a rapper, right? He used to take me to shows, take me to the studio. So he just taught me a lot. When I didn't know anything, and he was like, one day he was like, we were in the studio, he said, I know you be writing verses, won't you quit being scared and just do it? Like, we not gonna judge you, have fun. And I was like, all right, bet. Like, when you with your friends, you got your guard down, they make you comfortable, and that's just what it was. Like, I was just like, yo, I'm gonna just have fun with it.
So did you ever think you would be here where you are today and everything?
I always envisioned it.
Really?
Yeah, even when I was, scared or I didn't know which way to go, I always saw myself here. So I had to say, whether I believed in it or not, I saw it. So
what gave you that courage when you were scared in times like to overcome anything?
I think, after just being with Charlie, and it just not being a judgmental thing where it was just fun, and, everybody around us was like, yo, they just feed positivity into you. And, it was always positive. If it was something I needed to work on, it came from an encouraging type of way. And then when I met Ninth Wonder and he heard the first song, same thing. Like, he just poured into me. He's like, you're a superstar. You just got things to work on, but you're a superstar. Like, and it's like, I could take that. So, once I had that little bit of, just love and support, it was gasoline on the fire.
Yes, it's a great energy to have around you.
Completely.
The homies got to gas you up.
All the time.
It's so important. Yeah. And you do that so much. You uplift women so much, especially your album, Eve, and everything. And I know you said you got the title because Eve's first woman on earth and stuff, right? So how did you come up with it? Or like, when did you decide that was going to be the title for the album?
Let me see. It was at a studio session with Queen Latifah, and I want to say we did that. It was December because it was at Christmas. It was around Christmas. I went to work with her, and I had a title. She suggested that I try to come up with maybe something else that was more powerful and really spoke to what the album was and represented. So I went home after that, and just probably took me like a week just to go through different ideas. Like, all right, I had to ask myself some questions like, what are you trying to say with this album? What does it represent? To help me figure out what this title was going to be. And, when it hit me, it's like Eve, the first woman, the mother of all living things. I hit Ninth Wonder. I was like, what you think about Eve? And I hit Queen Latifah. I was like, what you think about Eve? And it was just like perfect.
Yes.
It works. So,
yes. So did you read the Bible when you saw that there? Or was it coincidental?
No, it's coincidental. I'm from the South.
So you already know.
Yeah.
Okay, man.
Yeah, but, once I thought about like Eve, I was like, let me just go back and just like, what does that really mean? I was like, it's perfect.
That's the perfect name for it. It really is. And then working with Queen Latifah, that's crazy because, like, you know, she's one of the GOATs.
Yes, she is.
And now, like, lyrically and everything, like, you are one of the GOATs, like, out here really right now. So how crazy is it that, you know, different generations of, you know, ladies leading the way, now you are part of that, but you got to also work with Queen Latifah?
Man, that's full circle right there.
I would have been geeked.
I was. Yeah. It was fulfilling, like, and, you know, just how cool she was about the whole process. You know, she called me, and she still calls and reaches out. Because a lot of times, like, I come into it, like, you know, I don't want to be in your space or be a bugaboo, you know, because at the same time, like, yeah, you're a regular person, but you're still one of my heroes.
You're still Queen Latifah.
Yeah, so, you know, I got the number, but I'm like, man, I ain't going to abuse it. But she always calling me like, girl, just call me whatever. Right. So, you know, it's just dope to want to have a relationship where you see, like, at the end of the day, people are just people. And, you know, there are so many, as much bad as you hear about the music industry and people in it, there are so many good people in it. And they say never meet your heroes, but I'm so happy that I met so many of mine because they, you know, they like the big homies, big brothers, big sisters, just really genuine. And, you know, not only do you get to have a real friendship and relationship with, like, I feel like Queen Latifah, like my cousin I ain't never had, or a big sister, you know, but you also get the game too, somebody there to continue to give you advice and keep you on the right path, you know.
What's the best advice she ever gave you?
Man, I think we was just having a conversation about growing, and especially growing as a businesswoman and having to make hard decisions. You know, I don't want to get into exactly what our convo was, but, you know, she just gave me some good advice and perspective on that and how to navigate, you know, and do what's best for you at the end of the day. But that doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, I don't know. It's just, I don't want to get to it, but it was great. It was really good advice that I needed to hear. And I'm happy that, you know, she gave me her ear and gave me the perspective on it.
Did she give you any good game on, like, being a woman navigating the industry too?
We haven't talked about that, you know, in depth. But, you know, just, I mean, she tells me all the time she's proud of me, what I represent and the balance that I bring. Yeah. And, you know, filling a lane, you know, that hasn't been filled in a while in this kind of way. There's so many lanes, but, you know, it's just another lane that I have. Right. So we talk about that, but it's, you know, it's always like, you know, you killing it, keep doing what you're doing. You know, yeah, she always, you know, feeding me in that way. So it's dope.
What about your family? Is your family still in Carolina?
Yeah.
You get to see them often?
I say this year I haven't gotten to see them as much as I normally do. But yeah, you know, I see them. My mom and dad, they come to shows when I'm home, and they'll come up and see me. My niece and nephew, they live like 20 minutes from me. I'm in LA all the time. I have a brother in LA, so I get to see him when I'm there.
So you're living in LA now?
No, you think I do.
Yeah.
Every time I go, all my friends like, when are you gonna make it official?
You don't want to?
I don't. It's just because the biggest thing that's keeping me home is, one, you know, my labels there, Jamla Records, but also I have a niece and nephew that are there, and they're 10 and 11. Aww. And I'm one of their favorite people in the world, right. So I'm like,
you want to be there for the growing up and stuff?
Yeah, I want to be there. I want to go to their games and their dance recitals, you know. So yeah, because I know I'm like, man, I can go to LA and Airbnb for 3 months if I need to be out there.
If you need to, it's always gonna be there. LA's always gonna be there.
So
what has been the biggest takeaway from this tour? A Black woman created this tour, which I love. Everything about
so much. One, the power of women. You know, a Black woman truly created this tour, and that my booking agent is Black woman, Black female. My tour manager is a Black female. Troy, who's capturing, you know, video and audio pictures, she's a Black woman. I'm a Black woman. My merch girl is a Black woman. You know, I have 2 phenomenal women that are on with me. Cyrock, the Goddess MC, and R&B singer, who's my label mate, Heather Victoria. You know, so just that, you know, the village and just operating in that space is so beautiful. And the power that we possess when we work together. 2 is community, you know, taking this album out on the road and talking to people and meeting people. You just see how powerful music is and how much it touches people. And I guess the stories, whether it be like women that, you know, it was my love letter for, that really received it, the message and what I wanted them to get from it and how I wanted them to feel uplifted, powerful, felt like they were understood. But 2, the people, you know, like white women and white men. And I met guys that say, "Oh, my girlfriend's black. Thank you for this album. It helps me understand her more in her life and what she goes through." Yeah, and that, no matter if I wrote this specifically for black women, that we all can learn from each other at the end of the day. And that's the beauty. It's just been a beautiful tour. It's just been a lot of love, good energy, just feeding. They feed me, I feed them in return. So, just the power of culture.
Do you have any special pre-show rituals? Anything you do
before you I eat watermelon and mangoes.
For real?
Yeah, straight up. Because I can't eat like 4 or 5 hours before shows, so I gotta have a watermelon and mango. It's a thing, like you don't want to eat the wrong thing, and midway through the show you got like bathroom break.
I gotta go. I'll be back.
I don't even set myself up for that. But I have watermelon and mango.
I like that.
Me and my tour manager, we got this handshake thing that we do. It's just like it's our thing. But other than that, it's just chill, making sure the family's good, everybody's feeling all right. And we always gonna go out and try to give our best.
Okay, so what would you say? What are 3 songs that describe you the best? They can be your own songs or other people's songs.
Oh my God!
Anything you want. Anything
you making me.
You can just do for right now. Your current
for right
vibes.
Now.
Yes.
For right now, anything that could describe me. What
are you feeling right now, or what you listening to?
Okay,
does that make it easier?
That's better. Thank you. I'm still loving Roddy Ricch, the box. His name Rowdy Rich.
You good?
You
get Roddy.
I always want to say Roddy. I don't know why, but Rowdy Rich, the box. I love that record a whole lot. Let me see. I gotta shout out my girl because I got to. Heather Victoria has a record called Japan.
Okay,
that's dope. And then I gotta go. Give me 2. Can I get 2 more?
Yes, go for it. Do 5.
We're going to go with a Feeny just because, that's the joint.
Got to.
Yeah.
PJ from NOLA.
Yeah, come on, yes. PJ Morton.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. Let me think. What else I'm bumping real tough? Oh, there's this joint called, no, you know who else I like? Guilty Pleasure? Fabio Foreign. What's the song Fabio got? Oh, man.
Fabio.
Black. Yo, whatever.
Where's he from?
He from New York. He from New York.
Fabio.
Yeah.
Okay, you putting me
I
on.
like that. And I'm going to shout out my girl, Kaylee 47.
Yay.
Yeah. She got this joint called Top Down that I run into the ground.
Such a vibe, especially when it's a nice day.
Yeah, so that's a little spectrum of where I am.
Bet.
I got my little.
I like that.
I got my little. When I get ignorant, I got them slow jams.
And I remember I saw you shout it out, Bloodbath one time.
Oh, Bloodbath, go.
From Houston. And you were with Tobe too. Have y'all done anything together?
Nah, but I think we are. We connected for the first time last night. I never met him, so. It was dope to pull up to the Jill show and see he was there.
With
so
his family, he's always with his family.
Yeah. He got a good spirit. I love him, his whole family. So yeah.
Is there any piece of advice that you could give for like an artist who wants to get into the industry?
Man, there's so much that I've learned. Business, you are controlled. You're the captain of your own ship. So learn as much as you can, about the business and how it works. Learn about radio, learn about marketing, learn about budgets, learn about touring, learn about everything. Relationships are important. Sometimes who is way more important than what you can do,
Thanks.
Just as sad as it can. So not only be a dope artist and be the best that you can be, but also build relationships. From the intern to the boss, make sure you shake hands. That intern that's an intern now is going to be running the company one day. So, make sure you network and maintain great relationships. You got to look at yourself as a consumer too. So in doing that, you got to ask what I paid $19.99 for this. You know what I'm saying? And when you look at it from that perspective, you're able to look at your music from a way where it's constructive and it's not necessarily feelings. The biggest ego in the room should be the music at the end of the day. 10,000 hours, what you put into something, you're going to get out. So make sure you master the craft. Let me think. What else? Yo, those are the biggest things, the biggest foundations. Yeah. Get you a lawyer.
Ooh, very important.
Yeah, a lawyer is very important. You know, you're going to have a lot of contracts coming your way, and that's not just record deals, that's show contracts. That's, you know, if you're doing guest features, if, you know, got somebody doing your merch design, like, get you a great lawyer, you know, for the things as you continue to grow and learn that you don't know. You got somebody that do know, and they can protect you and everything. Yeah, that's the biggest thing, I think.
Yay!
I went through a whole list.
That's good. So you better get some advice from that. Got free game right now. Thank you again so much for coming by.
Thank you for having me.